majority of the money there and $3.60 very firm, but one at odds, horse 9.
Thanks, Ben. Late thought, Richard.
Just really warm day here. We saw So United, Lizzie, really sweating up yet still win. You made a comment about a horse and how they're handling the parade and whether they're getting warm. How do you balance between what's normal for them on a hot day?
It's interesting. It's a great question, but there's certain types of sweat, and So United was later on. He got very warm, and I just thought that it was a case of Boxer was very, very warm, and he was dripping from head to toe, and that was prior to even going
They
out.
just towed him down.
Yeah.
They just towed, as you were speaking, towed him down. Just quickly, the Syndicate. You have to have 20 owners, is that
Yes,
right?
a minimum of 20 owners, and it's not a syndicators race, but it is a minimum of 20 owners, and we all know that it's plenty more than 20 owners in a lot of these horses.
Absolutely. And they're racing for $1 million. Here's Mitch Manners. You get
Stand by. Let's wait for Prince of Boom to be right out wide. They look just about right. No, he's down for the ladder. Ken Watson going back to the gates here. And they've backed one out. Number 14, Bossed Up, has been back down to the stalls here. So 14, Bossed Up, has got fractures in the gates and is undergoing a vet's examination.
So this is a horse, Lizzie, that you earmarked in the mounting yard that, look, sweating up, a little bit worried about.
Yeah, I was, just because of his mannerisms as well, and it was a case of him getting really fizzed up, and you don't want to see that prior to racing. They're having a good look around that nasal area as well. It would suggest that he's probably just lunged forward and knocked his nose, and so they're going to give him a trot up to see how he trots up. And it's all about how much energy they conserve. We've also got Derry Grove out as well, which is not ideal. He's also getting quite buzzed up. They're on a bit of a thread at the moment, a few of these horses.
It was interesting how Craig Williams there was involved in the conversation with Bossed Up. And we know his experience, Craig. We know he's got a lot to offer, and he was right there front and centre with the vet, wasn't he?
Yes, exactly right. He checks his saddle. He's so meticulous. That's what makes him one of the very best jockeys that Australia has had to produce. And there's something about his checklist. You talk about my checklist when I'm looking at yearlings. His checklist before he rides a horse is much more stringent than most people, and he clearly thinks that this guy's just given himself a little bit of a knock, but he should be okay.
So he's the youngest horse in the race. He's only had 5 starts. He's the only 3-year-old. So it's a big day for him, and we can see that he's excited, and he's run a bit of his race before. It doesn't mean he can't win. We're about to find out.
In again. Road now edgy. Stand by. Racing now. Derry Grove left okay with Reliable Ruby. Halibabani showing speed with Golden Boom, and out wide of Prince of Boom humming across. Prince of Boom just from Fetch. In third spot, Golden Boom. Beast Mode got to fourth, then Halibabani, Baroque Road and Bazik. Just off those is Derry Grove as they head down the side with Rubitar. 3 lengths away next on the inside is Reliable Ruby, beaten for speed now. Then followed Jabelmi, 2 lengths away, 11-11, and last is Bossed Up. Up before the heck bend at the 500. Prince of Boom narrowly from Golden Boom. Beast Mode's gone put to the bend. Around the corner it's Prince of Boom just from Golden Boom. Into the clear is Fetch in third, Baroque Road. Derry Grove running on down the centre. Halibabani back to the rail, then followed Bazik, and next Contemptuous. They've got to Prince of Boom. Halibabani the far side. Derry Grove down the centre. 100 metres left to run. It's Halibabani and Derry Grove. Halibabani's just in front. Derry Grove, one last front. Photo finish. Derry Grove putting a really good dive here at Halibabani. It's a photo to the Syndicate. Third, either Golden Boom, Prince of Boom not far away, likewise Rubitar, then Reliable Ruby, next in with Bazik, Contemptuous and Fetch, further back to 11-11 Baroque Road, Bossed Up, and Beast Mode towards the tail end.
He's got up Derry Grove. Matt Dunn gets a double. Nash, first ride for the day, 1 of 2 rides. Pick of the yard. Lizzie, you are really on fire. Again, it was the fence and wide, not much coming up the middle.
And Nash wanted to go out there as well. You could see he got pushed out, and he went around horses, and he said, okay, I'm happy to be out here. And you could see Halibabani just flying up the inside as well. So 2 of the best parts of the track, it looks to be at this stage. They were absolutely helter-skelter. So it was going to be a horse that was back in the field that was going to run on, and that is so close on the line. Derry Grove has absolutely deserved that performance. He's been so tough in a lot of races that he's raced in. He's been taken through training ranks by Matt Dunn, and that's a double for Matt on today's card. We've said what a masterstroke it's been.
And to take you through those highways of the Kosciuszko, hey Richo, a win in 2017, a win in 2018 at the Magic Links, and now doubles it in one day for Matt Dunn.
Yeah, he absolutely loves it here. Congratulations on a wonderful double. I watched the race with your owners right on the line. They sort of didn't quite believe Matty, and then they watched the replay. Oh, they're going to have some fun tonight.
Yeah, they sure. I was with them actually. I thought he just missed as well. But no, look, a really nice competitive horse, and things didn't quite go his way in the Kosciuszko, but it was in our plan to come to this race from that day. And a lot of hard work at home, and you know, lots gone into this horse because he went pear-shaped a couple of preparations ago. But look, last prep was evidence, and again today that he's back bigger and better than ever. So a good bunch of owners too. Viva Racing, Mitch Lowe, he's a big supporter of us now, and really good to win a good race for him.
What have been the issues with him? Were there physical issues or between the ears?
Between the ears mostly. He didn't want to settle, he wouldn't relax in his races. And Brody Lloyd, he's not here to ride him today, but he's done a great job with him. He's ridden him right through a couple of preparations now, taught him to relax, taught him to settle, and that's been the key.
And you're normally a proud member of the Bald Athletic Club, but you're wearing these hats tonight. Today, you're hoping this continues.
They just keep sticking on my head, I'm not sure why. But no, happy to wear one if I keep winning.
Well done, buddy.
Thank you.
Good stuff, and you could see the reaction from Nash a moment ago, couldn't you, Lizzie? I mean, he was up and about.
That feeling outside and the atmosphere that is happening at the moment is absolutely buzzing. You think about, I don't want to cast my memory back to last year, but it is absolutely pumping. And you know why? This is the Syndicate's race. So you've got the 20 owners that have to be in the horses, but there's multiple. I reckon there's about 40 owners in this guy, and they're enjoying the ride. They're racing for big money, $1 million this guy has won. It's just something that you need to pinch yourself about.
Absolutely. It's like winning a major group race, no doubt about that. The prize money will electrify. But it's the experience of the day, you see. And it's a shared joy. I mean, somebody once said, I don't want to own a racehorse on my own. That's no fun. I want to go in with some mates. And that's what it's all about. So Nash gets his 7th winner out of Magic Millions. As I said, he's only come here for 2 rides. And Emma, Nash was up and about.
Oh, absolutely, and why wouldn't he be winning for this crew? And he's got an amazing association with this horse, haven't you, Nash? So a couple of highway wins, then, you know, you get the luck in the Kosciuszko, but this today on a big day, congratulations.
Yeah, no, look, I'm just for Matty and his team. You know, probably there wasn't one question after the Kosciuszko on Ash, what happened there. Came back and said, look, it wasn't the same horse today, but he had no luck, but he makes his own, you know, he's one of those horses, and they put him straight out and brought him back and he's won this. And I hit the line, I wasn't sure. I was head down, bum up, trying to backside up, and just happy to set it up in the phone when I got back.
Tell us about your association, Nash, with Matt Dunn, because you guys have formed a formidable team of late, particularly in those highways back in Sydney. He knows how to train this bloke.
He does. Look, I think 2 years ago when COVID was at its worst, I come up here and rather than stay in here, I stayed out at his place and wrote a bit of track work for him every morning, and just fell in love with the operation, how he does it, and thankfully we from there we sort of worked up a real good relationship, friendship, and it's led to a fair bit of success, and this is probably the pinnacle so far.
Absolutely, mate. Go and enjoy it with these all these syndicated owners, and that's what it's all about, isn't it, guys?
Yeah, oh, so good. So Nash getting them home. They keep coming wide on the fences. Nowhere in between right here and now. Hey, catch up with Kate Waterhouse again.